How do we solve radical inequalities? For radical inequalities, these are inequalities that have a root. Okay, let's say you are given, you are trying to ask to find the square root of x squared minus 4 is greater than or equal to 0. So first and foremost, you are going to equate what is in the root to be equals to 0, because you don't want to be like that is equals to 4. Okay, you're saying this should be equals to 0. Actually, in this case, this should just be greater than or equals to 0, because you don't want a negative in the root. Okay, so what are you going to have? This will be just the difference of two squares, x minus 2 x plus 2. Okay, this is equals to 0. So you have x is equals to 2 and x is equals to negative 2. Okay, we are saying, remember, x squared minus 4 should be greater than or equal to 0, because we don't want a negative number. We just want positive numbers in the root, so that the root is defined. Okay, now how do we now show that? We have to first find our solution set to see where our solutions lie. So if we're going to draw our solution set, what are we going to have? Since we have got two values, okay, so we'll just do that and we'll do that. Okay, and we'll have that. We've got two equations, so this will be for our equations like that. Then what do we now have? On the equations part, we've got x minus 2. Okay, then we also have x plus 2. These ones, they were multiplying. Okay, so what are we going to have? The product here. Okay, so then our solutions, we had a negative 2 and a 2. Note, I've written them in, from the smallest one to the largest one. Okay, now which equation gave us a negative 2? Okay, you realize that it's the equation that is on top. Okay, so what are we going to do? So we're saying x plus 2. Now in this x plus 2, if we choose any number that is greater than negative 2, let's say a number like 1, if we put 1 there, it would be 1 plus 2, it will just give us a positive number, right? So this will be positive and this will be positive. But let's try to choose, if we choose a negative number, let's say a number that is less than negative 2, like negative 5. Negative 5 plus 2 will give us a negative number. Okay, you have a negative number there. Okay, now let's come down. For the one down, what are we going to have? If we say x minus 2, if you get a number that is greater than 2, like a 3, so you have 3 minus 2, that will just give you a positive number. If you get a number that is less than 2, let's say 1 minus 2 will give you a negative number, so you have negatives on the other side. So now we're trying to find the product of the two. So in this case, a negative and a negative will give you what? A positive when you multiply them. So we are going to this will be a positive and a negative. What will that give you? It will just give you a negative. Positive and a positive, that will just give you a positive. Okay, in this case, our solution set, since we want all the numbers that are greater than or equal to 0, greater than or equal to 0. So in this case, what are we now going to have? So let's put so greater than or equal to 0. So want all the numbers, you know, from 2, and you're going in that direction, all the numbers that are greater than or equal to 0. Then the other part is what other thing do we want? Okay, then on the other part we have this side going this side. These are the numbers that are greater than 0. This is a positive and this is a positive. All positive numbers are greater than 0, like that. So our solution set in this case, let me abbreviate them as SS. Our solution set in this case will just be, you want values from negative infinity to negative 2. This negative 2 is included, okay, union 2 is included, you are going to positive infinity. Okay, so that's how you find rational inequalities. Okay, thank you, see you in the next session, and don't forget to subscribe.